So, have you ever really thought about what makes a scary story? The kind that really gets under your skin? It's almost never the big jump scare, right? It's that slow burn, that methodical breakdown of everything you think is safe and sound. Well, in this explainer, we're going to deconstruct one of those terrifying short stories. We'll go through it moment by moment and see exactly how it builds this perfect crescendos of fear. And it all starts with just three super simple facts. All right, first up, the setting. We're immediately put into a very specific, very contained space, flat 402. Just by giving us that number, the story instantly creates a box. And in horror, that's a classic move, right? It limits any chance of escape and really ramps up that feeling of claustrophobia. This is our stage, and everything is about to happen right here. Next, we get the time. 2:15 a.m. I mean, come on, the dead of night. This is no random detail, you guys. It's a very deliberate choice to instantly isolate our main character. Think about it. The rest of the world is asleep, help is miles away, and you're at your most vulnerable. And we know that something in flat 402 is awake, and it's definitely not our protagonist. And finally, the atmosphere. A deep, profound silence. This is the last crucial piece that sets the trap. See, by starting with absolute quiet, any sound, no matter how tiny, feels like a huge intrusion. It's like a violation of that peace. The stage is officially set. Okay, let's dive right in. So we meet our guy, Samir. He's a software engineer, just working from home. It's a completely normal, totally relatable scene, right? He's just sitting there, surrounded by the quiet hum of his laptop in this otherwise silent apartment. But that silence? Yeah, it's about to be broken. And there it is, a sound. But it's not just any sound, it's a rhythmic knock. And where is it coming from? The wall, the one that connects to flat 401. Now, this is the critical detail, because we know that apartment has been totally vacant for 3 months, ever since the owner passed away. That one little detail transforms a simple noise into something impossible. Now, Samir's first thought is totally logical. It's gotta be a rat, right? He just dismisses it. But the story is so clever here, because it just shuts that rational explanation right down. 10 minutes later, the sound is back. But this time, it has a deliberate pause, a clear rhythm. This isn't some random animal sprabbling around. This is intelligent. It feels like an invitation. Or maybe a warning. So here's the turning point. Samir knows the sound is intentional. It's not an accident. And his curiosity mixed with this growing sense of dread just takes over. He feels like he has to investigate. And this, right here, is where things really start to escalate. So he gets up, puts his ear to the wall, and he doesn't hear knocking anymore. He hears dragging, a faint dragging sound. And then, bravely, or maybe a little foolishly, he knocks back, just once. And what happens? Immediate silence. Whatever's in there, it hurt him. It knows he's on the other side. He waits, and just when he starts to think it's over, bam! The wall just explodes with this violent thud, so forceful it makes him physically jump back. The whole game just went from curious to hostile. Okay, so now he's completely terrified. He runs out to check the neighbor's door, probably expecting to find it unlocked, maybe signs of a squatter or something. But the reality is so much more chilling. The door is sealed tight with a heavy lock, and it's covered in this thick layer of undisturbed dust. All the physical evidence is screaming that nobody has been in or out of that apartment for weeks, which directly contradicts the insane noise he just heard. You can feel the laws of reality starting to bend. So he does the only thing he can think of. He pulls out his phone, turns on the flashlight, and kneels down to peek through that tiny little gap under the door. And in that little sliver of light, he sees something completely impossible. A small piece of paper is being pushed out towards him from inside the locked, empty apartment. He picks it up. The note, written in this kind of blood red color, has just 4 words. He is watching me. And this is such a brilliant twist, because suddenly, Samir isn't just an observer of some weird event anymore. He is the event. The thing in that room knows he's there, and it's talking directly to him. So Samir just scrambles back into what he thinks is the safety of his apartment. He immediately tries to call the security guard, but the call won't connect. It's just dead. That was his last line of defense, and now it's gone. That sense of isolation is now total. The threat isn't just contained next door anymore.
You could feel it closing in on him.
And then the sound changes. The knocking, which was a physical threat, is replaced by something way more terrifying. A slow, inhuman laugh coming from the other side of the wall. This is a total shift into psychological horror. See, the entity isn't just trying to get in anymore. Now it's enjoying his fear. And right at that moment, his phone lights up. It's a notification from his smart doorbell. Motion detected in the hallway, right outside his door. The threat is no longer behind the wall, it's on his doorstep.
He fumbles to open the app, and his heart just sinks. The live feed shows a tall, silent figure standing there in the hallway. And the most chilling part? It's wearing the old, familiar coat that belonged to his dead neighbor.
The figure is turned away from the camera at first, and Samir just watches, totally frozen, as it begins to slowly, deliberately turn its head to face him. What do you think he's about to see?
Nothing. There's nothing there. The figure has no face, just a blank, flat surface of skin where the eyes, nose, and mouth should be. This is the absolute peak of the visual horror here, a total perversion of what it means to be human, and it's standing right outside his door.
And this is the moment where any illusion of safety is just completely destroyed. Because at that exact same instant, he gets a text message from an unknown number. It says, "Samir, why did you lock the door? I am already inside your bedroom wall." The figure outside, it was a distraction, a decoy. The real threat was never trying to get in. It was already there the whole time. So we're in the final moments now. All the boundaries have just collapsed. There's no outside and inside anymore. No safe versus unsafe. There is only Samir and the thing that has been with him all along. He forces himself to look at the bedroom wall right where the sound first came from, and the plaster starts to crumble. It falls away, revealing a dark crack. And from the blackness inside that crack, a single white, lidless eye is just staring out, watching him. And before he can even think to scream, the lights go out. He's plunged into total darkness. All his senses are gone, except for one, sound. And the story comes full circle. He hears it, that same rhythmic knock, but this time, it's not coming from behind a wall. It's right next to his ear. The next morning, Samir is gone. The apartment is totally empty, except for his laptop, which is still open on the desk. And on the screen, there's a single sentence, just typed over and over and over again, like a final, broken thought. Walls don't listen, walls watch. And that's where the story leaves us, with this final, chilling legend. The idea that Samir wasn't taken away, he was just taken in. It's such a haunting end because it doesn't really resolve anything. Instead, it just leaves you with this terrifying question. What's watching from the other side of your wall?